Hey guys, and welcome to the EA Sports UFC 2 Tips and Tricks Series Episode 2. The last video I went over stamina and damage, but this time I'll be going over skill challenges. Skill challenges don't really relate to the gameplay mechanics as much, but I noticed that a lot of people on YouTube are having difficulties with the skill challenges in career mode. Myself included, I had a lot of troubles with a few of them on getting a good grade, so I thought I'd make this episode on how to get a better grade in skill challenges. Okay, so the first one I'm going to go over is stand-up challenges, defense tactics. In this one, a mistake I see a lot of people make, and that I made as well, is just holding right bumper. Or, for people on PlayStation 4, I think that would be R1. What you're just going to do is just block to the head. You'll probably keep throwing to the head and body, and you're not going to get too many points. The key to this one is to use parries and then head movement as well. You get points for both of these, especially parries. You'll get a lot of points. I'll put the controls up here for how to do parries. But for this one, yeah, the main key is to use parries. You'll get a lot more points than just straight up blocking. The next one is quick strike. Quick strike, there's really not a whole lot to say about this one. You just follow the controls on screen. The one tip I could give is don't rush at the cost of making a mistake. If you need to, just take that extra split second to make sure you get the controls right, and you'll lose less points that way. For heavy bag hands, the main one for this is to keep your stamina high. The mistake I see a lot of people make is they drain their stamina right away, and that'll kill you for the rest of the skill challenge. Make sure you keep your stamina high, and always make sure you're striking the right area. Another one is the points you get are based off how much damage you're doing. So mixing in special strikes, like I'm doing here with the spinning back fist and Superman punch, are going to do more damage and get you more points. Another one is at the end, in the last 5 seconds or so, use all your stamina to get as many points as you can. Heavy bag legs is very similar to heavy bag hands as far as tips go. So just make sure, again, you're hitting the right areas. Play around with your fighter's moves so you can figure out the high and low kicks and knees. And again, the last 5 seconds or so, use up all of your stamina so you can try and get as many points as you can. I found that works best for getting a good grade. Okay, next up is clinch challenges, and the first one I'll be doing is clinch control. In this one, I found that the best way to get points is to try to get into the tie clinch as soon as possible. Once you get into the tie clinch, you can get a lot of points just by landing strikes, landing knees and elbows and punches. You can also get a lot of points for denying his transitions as well. A good way to figure out how to do or how to block transitions is to hold right trigger or R2, and it'll show which way to defend. So it'll show left, right, up or down, and then you can block his transitions, drain his stamina, and then get a lot of points in the process as well. Okay, next up is takedown defense. Takedown defense is usually one of the easier ones because your training partner will often just continuously shoot for this double leg takedown or single leg takedown. So all you need to do is press right trigger or R2 and flick the right stick downwards to stuff his takedown attempts. You'll get a lot of points from this usually, but a mistake I see people make a lot is when your training partner goes in for the clinch, they try and break it up right away, but what you want to do is actually stay in the clinch and block his takedown attempts from the clinch. You'll get a lot of points doing that really quickly. So once you're in the clinch, hold right trigger or R2, and when he goes for that takedown attempt in the clinch, it'll show which direction to defend. So it'll be up, down, left, right, and once you do that, you'll be able to get a lot of points very quickly. Next is takedown offense. Takedown offense is a bit of a tricky one because takedowns take so long to do. You want to make good use of your time and try and get takedowns as quickly as possible. Single leg and double leg takedowns will get you 100 points, but takedowns from the clinch will get you 150. So if you're looking to get a score of 500 on hard mode, for example, you're going to want to do 2 takedowns from the clinch and then 2 normal takedowns as well. That'll get you 500 points and get you that A score that you need. The next set here is ground challenges. The first one I'll be going over is the top drills. For this one, how I like to get a lot of points is to first make your way into half guard, and then here I like to defend the transition because it's very easy to do, drain his stamina a bit, and then eventually I try and make my way to north-south, and then get into backside. Sometimes, like there, he sprawled into backside for me, so that was useful, but once you get into backside, it's a dominant position, so you're going to get a lot of points. It's easy to defend these transitions. If you hold right trigger R2, it'll show you which way to defend. And once you start landing strikes, it'll add a lot of time and get you a ton of points and get you that easy A grade. The next skill challenge in the ground challenges section is the bottom drills. Bottom drills, what I like to do to get a lot of points is first make your way into half guard as quickly as possible. Then from here, I'll defend a little bit and drain his stamina, and then get into full guard, which is a dominant position for this drill, and will get you a lot of points. Once you're in full guard, keep defending his transitions again. And once the stamina is low, I like to throw in a few strikes, which will get you a lot of points and add some time to the clock as well. Okay, so the second last skill challenge I'm going to go over is submission defense. Submission defense really depends a lot on your fighter's stats, so there's not too many tips I can give, but you're just going to want to use the right stick in all the directions, but you're going to want to come back to one direction in particular and try and get out of that one. So, for example, here I keep going to the right, use up and down kind of as a distraction, try to get him to block that. So try and escape in one direction. But again, it really depends on your fighter's stats on how fast you'll be able to get out. And the very last skill challenge is submission offense. Submission offense, again, it depends on your fighter's stats a fair bit, but this one you can get better at. It's just a lot of practice. What you're going to want to do is when you see the bar moving, you're going to want to push the right stick in that direction to stop it from progressing. And when you see the blue bar come up, you're going to want to flick the left stick in that direction to get onto the next stage of the submission. Really, the biggest tip I can give for this one is just to practice a lot. Okay, so thanks for watching another EA Sports UFC 2 tips and tricks video. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, and I'll be making more UFC 2 videos in the future, so stay tuned.
Inside your